Hello everybody, it's your boy Sturgon. I'm back for another video. And I actually got a what if idea. This is, what if Deku and Toga were siblings? This is from My Hero Academia, the anime, right? But hold on, I'll put my own twist to it. So like, you know, what if this version of Deku was kind of like Toji from, what's it called again? Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. What if Deku kind of had Toji's abilities from Jujutsu Kaisen? And what that means is he has a quirk that basically helps him push past human limits. You know what I'm saying? That's his quirk. I'm gonna call it. Let's see. I'm gonna call it limited. That's what I'm gonna call it limited. Ironic, right? Why not, right? So, this story starts off in the world of My Hero, where Toga Himiko and Midoriya, that's actually going to be his name. His name is going to be Midoriya Himiko. Izuku was his nickname from school, but he's not going to school, bro. So his name is going to be Midoriya. This whole arc, his name is going to be Midoriya, bro. That's going to be his name for right now. Okay, so we got Toga and Midoriya, right? Two siblings who are currently in the basement. Toga is brushing Midoriya's hair, right, with her hands. She got his head on her lap, and she's brushing his hair. You know, almost motherly, right? And Midoriya is currently in the fetal position. He got bruises and scars all over his body. They're both naked. You know, the clothes are off. All right, her clothes are off. Okay. So we got Deku and I said Deku. We got Midoriya, you know, being held by Toga, both of them being naked and cold and hungry. They haven't eaten in days. You know, they got bug bites all over them, spider bites. They're in the dark mostly. You know, it's rough right now. It's looking rough for the group. It's looking rough for these niggas. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, no sir. Right? So, as this is happening, Midoriya is basically kind of like asleep at this point, right? But Toga, she can't really sleep because, you know, she's worried. She's constantly worried and afraid. And she's basically his big brother, right? No, his big sister. In this universe, they're twins. But Toga was born 2 minutes. Look, she was born like 10 minutes after him. So Toga is the oldest twin, right? So they're siblings and they're twins, but Toga is the oldest by 10 minutes. All right. So see, right now, she barely got any sleep, you know, because she's constantly worried and afraid. She don't care about herself. I mean, she does. You know, she's afraid of what might happen. Don't get me wrong, she's just a kid. But her primary concern is Midoriya. That's her primary concern. Right? But unfortunately, the basement door opens. And in comes their father. He is drunkenly coming down the steps, swaying side to side. You know, it's looking It's looking like he's been drinking for a while, a long while, right? So, Toga, she looks up and she sees this and she covers her eyes, right? From the light from upstairs, because they've been in the dark for days at this point, right? So the light damn well almost blinded her. But she sees him coming. Sees him drunkenly come down the steps. He has an angry expression on his face, And Toga already knew what that meant. So she begs and she pleads. She says, please not again. Please. As she holds Midoriya closer to her body, protecting him as best as she could. Their father walks over, sneers down at her. Fucking freak. And slaps her across the face, sending her flying. And her back hitting against the wall. The sound of something breaking is evident as Toga gasps in pain, crumpling to the ground as he curls up and holds her sides in agony. A fresh wave of tears go down her face. Midoriya immediately is up, but he's confused. He's looking around. He sees his father standing right over him. And before he could even react, he gets a boot to the face. I'm talking about nearly full force. Immediately his nose breaks. He's sent flying too, across the room, just like his sister. His head hits the wall. Bang! Toga sees this. She screams, "No!" And she tries to run over / crawl over to Midoriya. But their father grabs her by the hair, picks her up, and turns her to face him. He laughs. Oh, you crying now? What? Are you sad about your little freak of a brother? Oh, don't worry about him. Whether he dies or lives, that's not your concern. And then he pushes her back to the floor. Well, no, he throws her back to the floor, right? And then, as he gasps in even more pain, nearly blacking out, he starts to unzip his pants and take off his shirt, laughing to himself. Right? Toga, nearly unconscious, but still kind of aware, knows this and sees this about. No, matter of fact, what happens is, as he does this, across the room, Midoriya, with blood dripping down his face, opens his eyes slightly, right, and sees her father taking his clothes off, hovering over his sister like a predator to prey. He sees this, and something inside of him, it changes. It's like a dam that just decided to burst. And immediately all the memories of the abuse, the pain, the hunger, the fear, it all comes to him all at once, combining into one singular moment. And he snaps screams, "No!" And immediately, before he could even realize what he was doing, he was across the room in an instant, in front of his father, his hand gripping him by the neck. As his father gasps, eyes going wide in confusion and fear, as he tries to push, this scrawny little boy, buried the size of his knee, away from him. But he doesn't budge. He doesn't even move an inch. It was like he was touching steel, trying to move in an unmovable object. He was strong. Don't get me wrong. The man was, despite being an alcoholic asshole, he was built. He had muscle, experience. He was a well-known boxer in his day. Well, before the accident came. And even after that, he took up a part-time job or a full-time job as a construction worker. So he had the muscle, But despite all of that, he couldn't make Midoriya move an inch. And so, with that, and with looking at his father with nothing but pure hate and rage in his eyes, as Midoriya starts to smile. He starts to laugh. And he starts to slowly tighten his grip around his father's neck as he gasps and squirms and tries to beg for mercy, for help, for anyone, for anything, to save him. But no one came. No one came. No one showed up to help. No one came to save him. Just like nobody came to save Midoriya and his sister, his twin sister. And with a natural strength that's well beyond the normal range of even a fully grown man off of adrenaline. He crushes Mr. Himigo's throat, killing him slowly and painfully. And Midoriya drops him to the ground, still laughing, as he watches his father squirm and gasp for the air that will never come. Until he dies.